Hi everyone, welcome to Tencer Yoga. I'm super excited to practice with you today. So on the agenda for today, we have forward bending asanas for stiff people. Or I also kind of think about this practice as forward bending poses when you're not in the mood for forward bending. Lately, I've had a number of requests from students, inquiries, questions, just sort of saying, I don't understand the forward bending poses, or I'm struggling with the forward bending poses. And so that was kind of the jumping off point for today. I wanted to do a practice where we could unpack some of the actions, and hopefully I could give you a few clues, for making progress in this category of poses. So yeah, that's what I have for you today. It's a fairly accessible practice, although it is prop intensive. We use a chair, the wall, bolster, and a few blankets. So, collect that for yourself, have that on hand. And yeah, I think that's it. Have fun, enjoy it, and please let me know how it goes. Let me know how you make out, especially if you're struggling with forward bending poses and you haven't tried these things before, this kind of entryway into the poses. I'd be really curious to know. So leave a comment or shoot me a message. I'd love to hear from you. Okay, and then just before we get started, a reminder, if you haven't yet subscribed to my channel, your support would be much appreciated. You can click the subscribe button, you can click the bell, be alerted when I upload new videos. And also in the links below, if you check them out, if it's the kind of thing where you'd like to get an email every time I upload a new video, and you can sign up for my email list, you can find that on my website at tenceryoga.com. Okay, all right, enjoy, happy practicing. Let's explore Triangulata Pachimotenasan. And for the presentation we're gonna work on now, chair, bolster, and wall. Okay, and you can see I've got the bolster just underneath here, and it's bumping up against the front chair legs, these chair legs here. And you'll need to position yourself, your distance away from the wall, such that when you straighten one leg, right, you can reach the wall. So if your ankle allows for it here, you can get the heel right up against the wall like this. Okay, and then the other leg, because it is Triangulata Pachimotenasan, one leg is straight in Dandasan, and then the second leg is in Virasana. So you're gonna take it back here like this, okay? And then the bolster can just support the ankle, lower leg a little bit like so. Okay, so it's a modified Virasana. And I'm seated here really on the edge, okay? If you're actually fully sitting on the chair, it's not gonna work. So you have to be right at the front edge there, okay, like so. And then from here, raise your arms up, Urdhva Hastasana, and from your wrists, lift the sides of your body up, especially the waist. Okay, reach higher and higher. Then turn your palms to face the wall, exhale, and now hinge forward and climb up the wall. Okay, anchor down here through the corners of your hips, be on your fingertips, and crawl more and more up the wall. Okay, raise your eyes just a little bit here. Rotate your upper arms from the inside out and slide your shoulder blades away from your neck, down your back. Now reach your chin slightly forward and pretend like the chin is attached to the middle of the upper back. And as you reach the chin forward, can you absorb the back body into the front body more and more? Chin forward, chest forward and up, climb higher, climb higher. At the same time here, push the wall with your left leg, okay? Straighten that leg completely, anchor down through your hips, and then go forward and up more, forward and up more. Just take care here, caution, if you have some flexibility, that you're not sinking into the pose. So the abdomen is not spilling onto the thighs. Okay, reach up, reach up. Penetrate your back body in towards the front body. Okay, now push your fingertips into the wall. Inhale, come back up, and then release. Okay, carefully undo your Virasana leg, bend your Dandasana leg, and be here, pause. Okay, second side. This time, you're gonna have your right leg straight and your left leg bent back for Triangulata Pachimotenasan. Again, make sure you're positioned okay here on the chair. You're very far forward in the front side of the buttock bones, on the front there. And if you find that the chair is sliding back, you can put a folded mat, some rubber here underneath your buttocks, see if that helps. But also know you're not intending for the directionality of the pose to go in that way. You're going forward, so create a little bit of an anchor here on the edges of your hips, on the corners of your hips. Okay, ready? Inhale, raise your arms up and lift, as if there were ropes on the ceiling. Climb up, climb up. Make your arm end, not at your armpit, but at the sides of your waist. And create space between each row of ribs. Reach higher and higher. Okay, straighten your right leg. You can press your left foot into that bolster there and stretch the front of your left thigh. Now again, inhale, lift. Now exhale, turn your palms towards the wall. Hinge forward, now climb up. Up, up, up. Crawl your fingertips. Don't be on your wrists, be on your fingertips, and walk higher and higher. Now rotate your upper arms from the inside out. Slide your shoulder blades away from your neck. Chin forward, chest forward. Okay, go again. Crawl higher. See where you get to. Now rotate your upper arms. Slide your shoulder blades away from your neck. Chin forward, chest forward. Can you climb even higher now? Penetrate the back body into the front body. So this idea that the chin is connected to the middle of your upper back. Get that thoracic spine in. Okay, and then once you're at your maximum, I may have forgotten to say this on the first side, but you can just lower your head. So the neck is neutral, okay? Ears level between your upper arms. It can be helpful sometimes to raise the head to start to access that dorsal spine. But then once you've been there, you've done that, you've given it a good go, then release a little bit and take a few breaths here. Inhale, exhale. Feel how long you are on the right side, the left side. Observe the sensations on the front body, the back body, and be here. Triangulata Pachimotenasan. Breathe. Okay, and then push into your fingertips. Inhale, come back up, and release. Carefully stamp your foot down. So this is, you see my leg here? This is the Marichiasana position. And then bend your straight leg as well. Let's carry on with Triangulata Pachimotenasan. And as you can see, I have a bunch of props now. You'll still need your chair and a bolster, and I've got 2 bricks on hand as well as an extra blanket. Okay, and we're carrying on with the same thread in terms of the approach here. Okay, so first thing I want to show you is just because you might be sitting high, you might be sitting up on some height. So if you look, for example, right now I'm just centering myself on this bolster here. When my hips are high, if you have the kind of legs where the knees can hyperextend, which mine can, when you're up on height, and then especially when your whole body weight comes forward, it can be a challenge to control that. So it's easy to go into that hyperextension. So maybe I'll do a video on how to control that in terms of internal actions, but for now, you may want to put a little bit of support underneath that straight leg. And so what I like to do, and I'll just show it here in Dandasana, is I just put the corner of the blanket at the belly of the calf, or almost like at the top of the calf there. So it's not under the knee, but it's just putting a break under the calf there so that when I come forward or when I straighten the leg here, I can't overdo it. Okay, so you just check in with yourself, see if that's something that you might need. Okay, so now going for Triangulata Pachimotenasan this way, you'll sit with only your, let's see, we did right leg back first. Let's do that again. So bend your right leg into Virasana, left leg straight, and sit only with your left buttock on the bolster here. Okay, and then as needed, you can insert the prop as I just showed. Okay, now the chair needs to be positioned, or it's nice if you can manage this, where it's half on the mat and half off of the mat so that you'll be able to slide it away. Okay, and then take your bricks and you'll see how much height you need, but I'm going to use 2 tall bricks like this. Okay, so this is the full setup here. Okay, bring your knees towards each other a little bit. Remember, calf muscle has to roll outward here, and you're aiming to center yourself on the shin. Okay, you know you have enough height underneath your Dandasana leg, your straight leg, if the hips are level. Okay, you have too much if one hip is higher than the other, right? Or too little if you have to figure that out. All right, so here we are. Just sit straight, press the top of your right foot down into the mat, press your ankle down, press your shin down, anchor the center of your left heel, and straighten that leg completely. Okay, now remember that sensation in the outer hips in the last presentation. You still want to have an anchoring there. So just remember that, find that. And now inhale and raise your straight arms up for Urdhva Hastasana. Lift up, lift up. Lift your side waist, lift your side ribs, and lift your side chest. Extend up more and more. Now look up to the ceiling and see that your palms are absolutely facing each other. And keep that rotation. Revolve the upper arms so that the palms are absolutely facing each other. Then exhale and hinging from the hip. Okay, hinging from the hip, exhale, come forward and catch your outer wrist, specifically the outer wrist here, onto the chair back, onto the height. And then slide the chair away, more, and lower your head to the support. Okay, and now you may find you have to do a little bit of finessing, right? It's hard to gauge exactly where the props need to go. So if that's the case for you, then adjust, come back up, and let's go again. Okay, same thing. Press the top of your right foot down, ankle down, shin down. Straighten your left leg completely. Raise your arms up. Get the lift. Revolve your upper arms. Move that spinal column in. Now exhale, hinge at the hips, come forward, forehead supported. Okay, now keeping your wrists on the back of the chair there, rotate your upper arms, slide your shoulder blades away from your neck, and absorb the shoulder blades more onto the body here. Okay, reach the hip corners a little bit back, so there's something happening in the low abdomen there. See if you can sort of catch that shape that's happening. Again, it's not just spilling out onto your leg. Okay, anchor the hip corners down. Now move the back body into the front body and be here. Breathe. Okay, with the forehead supported, there's something nice to that. Right, see if you can find that, some calming effect here. But it's by no means easy, right? There's certainly something going on here. Rotate your upper arms. Move the shoulder blades away from your neck. Penetrate from back to front, and then see, can you inch yourself a little more forward? Few more breaths. Okay, although there's a focus here on the shape of the upper back, don't forget, go back to your base, your foundation. Press your right foot, your right ankle, your right shin. Straighten your left leg and reach those hip corners a little bit back and down, but then eject your torso right out from the waist corners. Head down more. Breathe. Okay, now reach into the small finger side of your arm. Reach there, push the chair more, and then raise yourself back up into Urdhva Hastasana. Lower your arms down. Okay, to exit this pose, carefully, safely, just lean over to the straight leg side, take hold of your ankle, and now come out through Marichiasana, this shape. So we want to keep the knee, we don't want to do any torquing to the knee here. Okay, and then you can straighten the leg. If you're on height, you can, move it away so that you're level. Okay, and now I should have probably said, maybe you don't need height, depending on your body structure. Maybe for you, right, let's see, I can demonstrate this. So from here, okay, if I take one leg back into Virasana, can you see how I'm just sinking? I'm not level, right? You can probably see from my shorts, this side is lower. Okay, so I need a little bit of height, and that's going to make my knee happier in this Virasana position too. Okay, so you take whatever you need. See here, I'm still a little bit low. I could use a little bit more. And the foot here, and if you can see, just outside the ankle. This buttock is going down into space, and you want to figure out how much height you need so the pelvis is level. Okay, and then you bring the knees together. All right, so let's figure this all out for the second side. Triangulata Pachimotenasan. Okay, so now this time, you're going to have your height underneath your right buttock. And then take your left leg back into your Virasana. Okay, the knees come together. If you need a little bit of support here for the calf, then take that like so. Okay, press the top of your left foot down, press your ankle down, press your shin down. Center your right heel, straighten your right leg, and then inhale, arms up to the ceiling. Again, those imaginary ropes, climb up, create space between each row of ribs, reach higher. Now maintaining this lift, this length through the side body, exhale, hinge forward, and catch your outer wrist onto the chair. Okay, now rotate your upper arms, slide your shoulder blades away from your neck, head is still up, look forward, chin forward, chest forward, move the back body in and slide that chair away. Slide it away. Go again. Turn your upper arms. Slide your shoulder blades down your back. Reach your chin forward, chest forward, slide the chair more. And then finally, head down. Okay, again, if you need to adjust, you adjust the props and then just go catch back up, right? Rotate your upper arms. Slide your shoulder blades down your back and then chin forward, chest forward, slide forward more. And again, head down. Okay, be here, breathe. Go back to the base. Left Virasana leg there. Foot, ankle, shin, press down. Straighten your right leg. Anchor down through the hips. Grow your side waist forward and up. Side ribs forward and up. Back body into the front body. Okay, forehead supported. And now be here and breathe. And as you're here, let the back body settle onto the front body more. Open through your armpits. Okay, now make the underside of your arm really long. Reach into the small finger side there, and then raise yourself back up. Lower your arms down. Take a moment. Okay, this time, lean to your right side. Take hold of your left ankle. Come out through Marichiasana, and then straighten your leg. Okay, and again, if you're seated up on height, you may want to even yourself out. Okay, so next we're going to take Janu Shirshasana using a similar setup here. Okay, but first I just want to show you a couple of things. First off is just the shape of the pose. Okay, so I've created a base here with 2 half-folded blankets that are long so that they're almost shaped like a bolster. Okay, and then you're going to shift yourself over onto one side of the blanket. Keep your left leg straight, and now watch here how I kind of adjust my right leg. I'm going to take here like this, hold from the underside, and now with my right arm, with my elbow, I kind of start to encourage that external rotation of the thigh, and I take my hand and I pull the calf flesh forward towards me, and end up on the top of the leg there. Okay, so let's see if you're able to see maybe better from this side. I lift the leg, I hold from under, and now my elbow is encouraging the thigh to roll out, but my hand is pulling the calf flesh, revolving it towards me. And then I'm coming onto the top of the foot. Okay, now if this is really not within reason for you, then you can certainly keep your foot more like this, where you're just on the edge. Okay, but see what you can do. So you're coming here like this, and then you have this extra blanket to press back against. Okay, now the thing that you have to figure out before we can go into the full pose is how much height. Right? Do you need to sit on the floor? Do you need to sit on a couple blankets? Do you need to sit on a bolster? Maybe a bolster with a few blankets. Okay, so how to figure that out? And you know, we're focused right now on stiffness, so I'm thinking that likely you are going to want to sit higher here. Okay, so you're like this. Now, if I were to come forward and I'm unable to hinge at the hips, there's stiffness in this part of the body, I would look like this, right? I'm coming forward here, like this. Then I need to sit higher because I want you to come forward from the hips. This needs the extension. And if you're really unable to move, if you take more height, it will make it more available. Okay, it's like what we did on the chair for Triangulata, the very first one. Right? You sit higher, find the very front of the buttock bones there, and then you're going to come forward in this way. Okay, so now that you have your setup figured out, you can still have your 2 blocks, you can have your chair, and let's go for it. Okay, so starting with the right leg, draw the leg in, hold from the underside, and now double duty, right? With your elbow, turn your thigh, and with your hand, draw the calf flesh towards you, and come onto the top of your shin and ankle area there. Okay, then lengthen your thigh away and press the knee back. Now, as you push the knee back, there's actually a little bit of rotation here, right? Turn your abdomen towards your straight leg. And sit tall here. Okay, now inhale, raise your arms up, and just as before, get the lift. Climb your arms higher and higher. Look up, see that the palms are facing each other. Revolve your upper arms if you need to even more, right, so that they are facing. Reach higher and higher still. Now exhale, and hinging from the hips, come forward and place your outer wrists on the chair. Now again, rotate your upper arms, slide your shoulder blades down your back, move the back body into the front body, slide your chair away more. Rotate your upper arms, slide your shoulder blades away from your neck, chin forward, chest forward, slide the chair away more, and then lower your head down, right? And adjust your props as needed so that you have the support, okay? Anything that you've lost as you've adjusted the props, reestablish, okay? Walk yourself through the various stages here. Now go back to the foundation. Rotate your right thigh out and press that knee back. Then turn your abdomen away from that bent leg, yes, and move from the sacrum in and up, back ribs in and up, and come forward more. Okay, press your wrists. You know, you're pressing them, they're kind of hooked there on the chair. And then rotate your upper arms, shoulders down your back again, and then slide the chair forward. Okay, now settle here. Let the back body settle onto the front body. Okay, check out what's happening in your pelvis. Remember, the abdomen shouldn't be spilling forward, so there's a little lift there from the pubic bone to the navel. Hip corners back and down, waist corners forward. Side waist forward, side ribs forward, side chest forward. Inhale, exhale, breathe. Okay, now reach into the small fingers and then raise your arms up. Keep the lift, keep the lift and length. And then lower your arms. Okay, lift your knee back up. Again, come out through Marichiasan. Extend your leg to straight. Pause here, breathe. Okay, second side. Okay, so this time just shift yourself a little bit over towards the right side so that you have some extra blanket on your left side to support the bent leg there. Okay, and then bend your left leg, reach from underneath there. You can support underneath the foot, underneath the ankle, and with your arm, with your elbow here, turn the thigh out, roll the calf flesh towards you, and come towards the top of your leg. Okay, extend your inner thigh away, and then press the knee back and down. Okay, now in opposition to that, revolve your low abdomen. Turn the low abdomen away from the bent leg. So knee goes back, abdomen is turning as if you're trying to center yourself almost over that straight leg here. Okay, maintain this. You can just be here with cupped fingers beside you. Sit tall for a moment and breathe. Okay, now raise your arms up. Inhale, on the inhale there, lift, lift, get length through the side body. Lift through the side waist, side ribs, side chest. And then raise your eyes, look up, turn those palms, revolve your upper arms. Now press your left knee back. Keep it back. Exhale, come forward and hook your wrists onto the chair. Now still looking forward, rotate your upper arms, slide your shoulder blades away from your neck, reach your chin forward, chest forward, and slide the chair away more. Okay, straighten your right leg, press the left knee back, turn the abdomen a little bit towards the right side, and then upper back work. Rotate those upper arms, shoulder blades away from the neck, chin forward, chest forward, penetrate the back body towards the front body, reach, push the chair more. Finally, head down. Breathe. Okay, straighten your right leg. Deepen the left hip socket there, turn the thigh out, press your knee back, low abdomen, revolve it from left to right, and then move the back body into the front body. So sacrum in and up, back ribs in and up, and then the tip of the shoulder blade, cut it in. Okay, and settle here. Inhale, exhale. Open your armpits. Breathe. Okay, now on the inhale, reach into the small fingers, raise yourself back up, and then lower your arms down. Okay, back to Marichiasan, and then straighten both legs. Be here. Okay, next up is Adho Mukha Baddha Konasana. Okay, so I've turned the chair around, so now the seat is facing me. I'm seated up on my setup, so whether it's blankets, bolster, you decide here. And now take Baddha Konasana in the legs. Okay, so match the soles of your feet, and then work your buttocks forward, your heels towards you. Okay, press your feet together, press the edges of your feet down, and externally rotate your thighs out. Okay, let the knees gravitate towards the floor. Okay, now Adho Mukha coming forward. We're going for the forward extension here. Now, one way you can work is, again, like we're trying to get into the stiffness, so we gotta figure out how to penetrate that area. Okay, so take your hands to the chair and then press down into the chair, lift yourself up, come forward and just touch the chair with your forehead. Okay, so you're gonna touch the chair with your forehead and then come back up a little bit. And then move your hands a little further forward. Press down, lift, come forward, touch, bounce back up, and keep repeating this. touch, bounce back up, walk forward more. Okay, knees down, turn your thighs, press your hands into the chair, lift up, come forward, touch the chair, right? And then at some point you may need to move the chair further forward, okay? And then repeat the process. There's a little bit of rhythm, right? Bouncing, you want to bounce into it, touch and come back up, touch and come back up. Okay, again, notice where you're gripping, let the knees descend, let them go, and then pull yourself forward, pull yourself out, eject yourself out from the pelvis, come forward, touch down, bounce back up, touch, bounce back up, okay? And then once you've done this, maybe 10, 12, 15 times, right? You're at your maximum. If you can here, stay. Okay, forehead supported, forearm supported. I'm still applying some pressure here with my hands, right, down to to maintain this forward extension through the sides. Okay, knees down, rotate your thighs. Breathe here. Be here and breathe. Okay, and then slowly on the inhale, push yourself back up, okay? Draw your knees together and extend your legs. Dandasana. Okay, let's repeat one more time. Now, this particular forward extension, I feel stiff. It's a challenge for me to come forward. So I like to work with the chair, but maybe for some of you, this positioning of the legs is totally okay. I mean, you can come forward more than that. So maybe you need less height under your head, right? So you can work coming forward and touching maybe a brick, and then still just walk the hands forward, come forward, touch, pop back up, come forward, touch, pop back up, right? So you can see what you need. You can go lower than, it depends on you. Okay, so let's repeat that one more time. And if you feel you can work with a little bit of lower height, then go for it, go for it. Okay, Baddha Konasana, match the soles of your feet. And then you can make fists here with your hands, lift the buttocks, pump forward. Buttock flesh into the body here. Okay, and then let the knees go down, knees down. Press your feet together, press the edges of the feet, the outer edge of your feet into the floor, and externally rotate your thighs. Okay, now hinge forward, hinge right from those groins, and then touch the chair. Okay, you can start with it a little close to you, push down into the chair, lift and lengthen forward, walk forward, and then forehead to the chair seat, touch, pop back up. And then again, push down, lift and lengthen, come forward, touch the chair, pop back up. Walk forward more. Touch the chair, pop back up. Walk forward more. Keep going. Keep going. Touch the chair, pop back up. Walk forward more. Walk forward more. Okay, at some point, maybe you walk the chair further forward, right? And then keep going again. Okay, let the knees go down. Let your body weight, right? Your body weight is going to help to get the knees to descend. Avoid resisting, right? Be with it. Okay, touch the chair, pop back up, come forward again. Couple more times. Walk forward. Touch, pop back up, walk forward. Touch, pop back up, walk forward. And then finally, stay. Be here. Breathe. Couple breaths. Okay, and then release. Come back up, fold your knees together, and extend your legs to straight. Dandasana. Okay, we're gonna end the practice with Pachimotonasan. Okay, Admukha Pachimotenasana, seated on the edge of the chair. So it's nice to be able to have this against the wall, so nice and secure. And then place, this is optional, but if you find that you're going to be sliding a little bit on the chair, then if you put some rubber, it will prevent that. Okay, so you can just fold a mat, put it on the chair seat like this, and then also have a bolster. Okay, like when we began, you're going to sit on this chair so that you're really far forward, okay? You're not actually seated on the chair, but you're right on the edge here, okay? You're in towards the front side of the buttock bones. Okay, then with your bolster, place it horizontal here on your legs, on your lower legs here. Okay, and then sit upright. Raise your arms up, and as we've been working through the whole class here, lift and lengthen. Lift up through the side waist, side ribs, side chest, extend up. Now exhale, hinge forward, hinge from the hip, hinge forward, catch your outer feet. Okay, now pull back against yourself. So think about going up. Before going down, we need to go up, right? We've been taught there's a back bend in every forward bend. So you want to find the back bend here. Rotate your upper arms out, slide your shoulder blades away from your neck, and then chin forward, chest forward. Penetrate the back body in towards the front body and pull yourself forward more and more, more and more. Okay, now once you're at your maximum here, bend your elbows to the side, lift your elbows up a little bit, and now reach your elbows forward. And see if you can create a dialogue from your elbow to your side waist. And as you reach into the elbow, right, can you pull the sides of your body? Not just the arm, but pull the side waist with you. Side waist, side ribs, side chest, and lengthen yourself down your legs more and more. Elbows up and forward, up and forward. And then finally, head down. Be here. Breathe. Okay, now just a reminder here, because we spoke about it before, those of you who have a tendency to hyperextend in the knee, because you're putting all your body weight here, you have to really watch for that. So as if you have to have your own blanket, right? If you put the corner of the blanket before, resist your calf muscle up into the shin bone. Resist it there. Okay, and then Pachimotonasan. Okay, now pretend like you have a weight on your upper back, and with each exhalation, accept that weight, right? Let the back body sit more strongly, attach itself more onto the front body. Okay, and in time, maybe you can even, right, get a little bit more length. Come forward a little more. Okay, elbows are supported, forehead supported. And you're trying to bring your forehead a little bit towards the hairline, right? So the back of the neck is still long. And be here. Straighten your legs, lengthen yourself forward. Okay, and now inhale, straighten your arms, come back to the concave position, head up, chin forward, chest forward. And then raise your arms back up, and then release. Okay, bend your knees. Have a seat, proper seat on your chair, and be here. Okay, that's what I have for you today. Thank you so much for joining me. I hope to see you on the mat again soon.